The tranquil beauty of Pahalgam, a jewel in the crown of Kashmir, was shattered on April 22, 2025. Terrorists, driven by a perverse ideology, struck a convoy carrying tourists, leaving behind a trail of bloodshed and sorrow. 26 innocent lives were extinguished, their only crime seeking solace in the lap of nature. India mourned, but this time, mourning was not enough. The nation demanded action, retribution against those who sought to wound its soul. Operation Sindoor, India's bold response, was born out of this collective grief and outrage. In the pre-dawn darkness of May 7, 2025, India unleashed the might of its armed forces. Operation Sindoor, a meticulously planned and flawlessly executed military campaign, targeted the very heart of terror infrastructure across the line of control and deep inside Pakistan. The Indian Air Force, spearheaded by the formidable Rafale jets, pierced the night sky, their payloads aimed at terror camps in Bahawalpur, Muridka, and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Simultaneously, the Indian Army, with surgical precision, struck at key military targets, crippling Pakistan's ability to wage war. The objective was clear: to dismantle the terror network and send an unequivocal message that India would no longer tolerate attacks on its soil. The operation was not merely about retribution, it was about establishing a new paradigm of deterrence. India, under its new policy of calibrated deterrence, made it abundantly clear that it would no longer differentiate between terrorists and their state sponsors. Any attack on India would invite a swift and devastating response, targeting not just terror launchpads, but also the military infrastructure that provides them sustenance. Operation Sindoor sent shockwaves across the international community. While Pakistan predictably cried foul, the world by and large stood by India, recognizing its right to defend itself against terrorism. Key global powers, including the United States, expressed support for India's actions, acknowledging the threat posed by cross-border terrorism. The operation also highlighted India's growing military prowess and its resolve to take decisive action in its own security interests. The international community, long accustomed to India's restraint in the face of provocation, took note of its new assertiveness. Operation Sindoor was not just a military operation, it was a statement of intent. India, under its new leadership, was no longer willing to play the victim. It would respond to aggression with calibrated force, ensuring that the cost of perpetrating terror against India far outweighed any perceived gains. As the dust settles on Operation Sindoor, the contours of a new reality are emerging. The operation has undoubtedly inflicted significant damage on the terror infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. More importantly, it has shattered the myth of Pakistan's impunity, forcing it to confront the consequences of its actions. The Indian Navy's forward deployment in the Arabian Sea, a silent but potent threat, played a crucial role in securing a ceasefire from a beleaguered Pakistan. However, the long-term impact of Operation Sindoor on Indo-Pak relations remains to be seen. While the operation has undoubtedly altered the power dynamics, the path to lasting peace in the region remains fraught with challenges. The deep-rooted mistrust and the unresolved issue of Kashmir continue to cast a long shadow. The international community has a vital role to play in urging Pakistan to abandon its policy of using terrorism as an instrument of state policy. Only then can there be a meaningful dialogue and a hope for lasting peace in the region.